Hello guys, this is a different type of ASMR video. Here we have the lovely Jenny, the beautiful Winnie, and the gorgeous Seth. 3 of my spirit children. So I guess this is not your typical ASMR video. I'm gonna title it ASMR because we'll see, but this makes noise. So if there's beeping, it's from this. Like, for instance, if it gets too close to a source, it can make noise. Electromagnetic fields, I have it set so it'll tell me, it's my new EMF detector, it'll tell me, activity in the spirit children. This is only 3 of my current 11 spirit dolls. I have 4 more on the way. I think 4 or 3. I think it's maybe 4, maybe 3. No. I have Johanna. I have Meredith coming. And I recently, she was in no reserve, but I had to have her because she's so much alike me. And then Debbie, who is not a child spirit, but a teenager, but still technically a child because no one should have to die that young. Johanna is a grieving mother, and Meredith killed by her stalker. Or murdered. Still unsolved, and I'm gonna solve it. Seth. A cute little Sethy with. Look at that. See? And by the way, I can tell you what the sound would be like if it were loud, but trust me, I'm not gonna go that loud. I'm not gonna put my phone directly to that, because you guys don't need to know how loud it is. It's loud, trust me. So, the main reason I guess I wanted to do this video is, and all of you can just totally skip, I'll try and do timestamps, but was because I wanted to do an ASMR storytime video. And I thought, who better than my children, since I can't have kids. Jenny. Ooh, hey Jenny. Hey, sweetie. A little activity in Jenny there. Winnie Pooh. Although I call her Winnie. My Winnie. Sorry, baby talk. But she is a baby, so it makes sense. And then Seth, who is the most active out of the 3. And of course, I can't show it right now, but on my bookshelf there is Lucetta. In the room next to mine, which is my brother's room, which is also the guest room, there's Sammy and Michelle. Sammy was also murdered, and Michelle also murdered. But Michelle, child, teenager, preteen, unsure, but one of those ages, but definitely not a baby. Sammy, young adult. And then there's Mia. Mia and her lover were killed. And her father was also killed. And he is in the Hudson River. I just don't know. I know you guys, some of you don't believe, but I do. I truly do. I believe the backstories. I believe everything. But I guess you have to have seen and understand and know to believe. Not everyone's a believer, it's fine. I know y'all want to know I know you probably want to know what it sounds like, but trust me, you don't. Although, if you do, just buy yourself one of these online. It's a tack life. It's cheaper than, what you type in ghost hunting EMF. But this does more than just, ghost hunting. it does other tracking. And also, it's got this light. And not only that, look at these buttons. This button is my favorite. Flashlight mode. Perfect for paranormal investigations at nighttime. Not so great for this. I have to keep doing that if I want to see everything. But at the same time, look at this. Okay, let me turn it. Multiple, options, you know. I just know that VM is the one that I need to get the readings on the paranormal. I am not telling you that I know what the VM stands for, or what the MG stands for, or what looks like an upside down PT. It looks like Russian, I'm just gonna say that straight up, but it's not. I'm not gonna tell you that I know what these stand for. I'm just gonna tell you that I know VM is the one for ghost hunting. That's all I can say. And yeah, it is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your dog is? Canine. The night I followed my dog, the night I followed the dog. So let's see, just get some reactions. None? Well, there was a 2, you were pretty excited about that. From Jenny. I don't want to get too close with my phone because I don't want my phone to be the reason this goes off. That's all of you saying, oh no, it's not real and shut your phone. Trust me, if it was my phone, you would know. Hi, baby. Okay, I'm gonna put it in Winnie perspective. You guys ready for story time? All 3 of you. Okay, I also turned off my fans for this. Well, all but one. I got a mini makeup fridge, what can I say? I like face mask. This was my favorite book to read when I learned how to read, and it was my favorite book to continue reading. Not that it took me forever to learn how to read. It's worth the price. So, keep it on the children. Have you ever wondered where dogs go at night and what they do? Well, the little boy in this story has reason to believe that there is something funny going on, and he's ready to find out what it is. Join him on his hilarious adventure. Oops. I did warn you. That was not me. Trust me, my phone, distance, safe distance. Okay, I'm gonna get to the story. Okay, guys, I'm going in. little testy. A little bit testy. Okay. In memory of my mother, who would have been so proud, for both, special thanks to Victoria Rock, Kendra Marcus, and Beth for being on a ferry on Lake Como. The night I followed my dog. Words and Pictures by Nina Layden. Or Laden. I might be pronouncing this wrong. Layden? Laden? I have a dog. Nothing exotic or special. Just an ordinary dog. In fact, I always thought he was a boring dog. What I mean is, he can fetch, roll over, and shake hands, but mostly he sleeps and eats. I loved the text in this book. I loved it as a kid. I loved it now. I just love it. Look at this. Exotic has for the T, it's a freaking palm tree. See, boring. Dog is holding the F like he fetched it. Okay, let me continue. I used to think that our next door neighbors had the best dog in the world. Their dog can sing and change channels on the TV. Their dog always wins medals in obedience school. But I don't think their dog is so great now. Not since the night I followed my dog. Let me just prop your head up. Yes, Winnie is porcelain. Or I think Dresden? I could be wrong. Yes, both my girls have them. Every night I let my dog out. And he runs off into the darkness with his tail wagging. The next morning I let him in and he heads straight for the food bowl. But one morning, I knew something was funny when I opened the door a little bit earlier than usual, and I saw my dog jump out of a limousine, wearing a tuxedo. Before I could look twice, he disappeared into the backyard. I opened the kitchen door and whistled. When he came into the house, he was the same as he always is, hungry. I really wasn't sure that I believed what I had seen, so that night, I decided to follow him. I wore dark clothing so I wouldn't be noticed. And I left my bicycle near the door so I'd have it close by. When I let the dog out, I slipped out too. I took the garbage so he wouldn't suspect anything. The dog went straight to his doghouse. I saw a light go on inside. Slowly, I snuck around the backyard, and peeked into the doghouse. This was not the doghouse that I had helped build. Inside, there was a living room, a bathroom, and a huge closet full of fancy clothes. The dog was in the bathroom. He was wearing a tuxedo and fumbling with the bow tie. When he came out, he casually walked out of the doghouse, across the yard, and down the street. Did this go off? There we go. Oh, it's at 10. It was at 10. Now we're gonna have it on Seth. Fumbling with his bow tie. I grabbed my bicycle and followed him. 2 blocks later, I saw a limousine pull over. The dog got in, and the car took off. I started pedaling fast and faster. The car headed across town. I thought I would lose them, but luckily, they were stopped by a few red lights. After a while, I found myself in a part of town that I had never seen before. The buildings all seemed to be empty, and it was very quiet. The limousine stopped. I hid and watched my dog get out. He disappeared into a building, and the limousine pulled away. I like how town is. There was nothing on the outside of the building, just 2 brass fire hydrants. On either side of the entrance, I opened the door. At the end of the hall, there was a neon sign that said, "The Doghouse." I crept closer. It looked like some kind of club. I decided to get a closer look. This has always been my favorite page. Oops, not your eye exactly. There you go. The moment I opened the door, 2 mean-looking bulldogs appeared and said, "You can't come in here." I didn't know what to say, so I said, but I saw my dog. I think my dog's in here." Just then, my dog walked over and said, "It's okay, boys. He's with me." The bulldog said, "Sure, boss." Whatever you say, boss. Woman's got a little clock for an O. For a minute that seemed like forever, I waited. Then my dog said, "I knew you would find out eventually. Well, now you know. This is my place." I looked around. "Finally," I asked, "what is this place?" My dog said, This is the place where dogs come after a hard day. It's a place where we can relax. It's a place where we can talk about our problems with the mailman or the poodle next door." I did warn you guys, this is not your typical ASMR video, but due to the soft talking, I will be ASMRing it. See all the sofas? We can sit on the sofas here. We can get treats without having to lie down, roll over, or play dead. And if we want to chew on a shoe, or chase our tail, no one will stop us. We have no masters here, no leashes, no rolled up newspapers. This is a place where dogs can be dogs. So we sat down. A cocker spaniel came by and asked me if I would like a bowl of water or some biscuits. Little by little, dogs of all kinds started coming in. Some danced, some talked. They all looked at me a little funny, but when they saw who I was with, they smiled and shook my hand. At one point, my dog waved to an Afghan with a camera. She came over to our table and took a picture of us together. Being with my dog made me feel like a movie star. In pictures in a picture frame. Movie stars and, Afghan. Just when I was really starting to enjoy myself, I looked at my watch. I told my dog I had to leave, or I'd get in trouble. He nodded. I think he was about to say something, but a glamorous greyhound grabbed his paw, and whisked him onto the dance floor. As he was getting up, he tossed me the photo of the two of us. Then he bowed slightly and disappeared into the crowd. Those little doggies dancing. Little pups dancing. It was way past my bedtime. As I pedaled into the cool night, I thought to myself, now I'm really going to be in the doghouse. But then again, that might not be so bad. The end. It was way past my bedtime. As I pedaled home into the cool night, I thought to myself, now I'm really going to be in the doghouse. But then again, that might not be so bad. The end. My family tree, a bird's eye view. Get kids pondering how the different branches of their family tree fit together. School library journal. These are also by Nina Ladin. When Picasso met Matisse. Matisse. American Bookseller Association. Pick of the list. Private Eye, Guana. Humorously bold illustrations perfectly complement the tongue-in-cheek telling of this exciting story. Making an auspicious entry into the children's books, Ladin provides a stylish, droll answer to the riddle of what dogs do while their owners sleep. Publishers Weekly. A winner, Los Angeles Features Syndicate. A whimsical book, Kirkus Reviews. The Sandy debut is cause for celebration. Parents' Choice Award, 1994. This Boy and His Dog book has clever text, great illustrations, and strong appeal. School Library Journal. And it does. And I will always know whether or not the text you're using is original or not. Because trust me, I've seen all of it before. Okay, that was a special shout out to somebody who needed a shout out but didn't know they needed a shout out but knows they need a shout out. You're welcome. Okay, and that ends this totally random ASMR, not ASMR, paranormal ASMR video. If you would like me to do an actual reading of The Night I Followed My Dog, you know, minus the spirit children and the theatrics of, this, let me know, and let me know down in the comments below. Down there, down there, down there. You can't see it? Further down, further down. There you go. Those comments. Also, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, or a thumbs down. Both of those will help my channel. But if you have indifferent feelings, do not feel free to not like it or not like it. Not whatever you want to do. Thank you and good night.